guys! It's me, Gigi, ang dakilang nagmamaganda, and welcome back to my channel! Gusto ko pong magkwento sa inyo ng isang napaka-personal na bagay sa aking buhay. At yun na yung panahon na humingi ako ng validation mula sa ibang tao. Let's admit it, sometimes it feels like it sucks to be single, di ba? And especially during times wherein we're reminded of our singlehood, we do try our best to find some sort of validation from all sorts of places. And one of them being in hookup culture. Alam natin na ang dami po sa ating pabooks and wala naman pong mali doon. Supportahan ko po kayo. Go lang. Pabooks po kayo. Walang mali sa pagiging maharot, makalat at malandi. Go lang, girl. Pero, para sa akin, come on, let's admit it. There are a lot of people out there who do it solely because they want validation from random people they'd like to have sex with. I want to remind all of you that we shouldn't be deriving validation from other people. And that's why I'm here to give out a very quick story time about how I dealt with my huge hookup culture past. And how I overcame it to learn how to love myself even more. Guys, this is something really personal to me and it takes a lot of courage for me to talk about this openly because matagal ko na pong ikinahiya nung part ng buhay ko na to. But I want to share it to you guys because I feel like it's a nice story to hear, especially for those who are struggling knowing their own self-worth and having a hard time to love themselves even more. So if you guys are interested to know more about my past, please do subscribe to my channel. Please do listen intently with an open mind and open heart. So if you guys are done with all of that, please do stay and keep on watching. Right now, I can safely say na masayang-masaya na ako sa buhay ko ngayon. Mahal ko yung sarili ko. And meron akong boyfriend na minamahal talaga ako at iniintindi ako for who I am. And I believe that the reason why I'm currently feeling like I'm succeeding in life is because of the amount of self-love that I have for myself. And past Gigi would have never thought this would ever happen in her life because she was in a time where she derived all of her self-worth by hooking up as much as possible. Patamaan na yung mga matatamaan, bato-bato sa langit. Pero, let's face it, having sex with random people will not enhance your worth as a human being. You derive that from yourself and it will never come from other people. Having sex with a lot of people for the sake of doing that is okay. But for the sake of knowing your own worth is very wrong. And it's just going to affect you in the long run. Okay, so tara, kwentuhan muna tayo. I think it was around late second year or early third year. And the reason why I downloaded those apps before was because sa barkada ko, parang nakikita ko dati, may mga friends kasi ako dati, parang pinagmamayabang nila yung mga booking nila. Parang, hoy mamshi, nakabooking ako ng AFAM, nakabooking ako ng DAX, ganyan, or nakabooking ako ng matangkad, ng pogi. And then suddenly, I came to see that my friends suddenly showed some respect for this person. And then syempre, I wanted to prove myself then. Eh, hindi ko ma-derive yun mula sa sarili ko eh. I had so much self-pity. Awang-awa ko sa sarili ko kasi trans ako o kaya bakla lang ako. Ako na lahat ng kamalian nung dati na sa akin nun. Which is sad because that's not how I should have viewed myself because I was perfect already then. Because of the constant yearning for validation, Gigi therefore downloaded Bumble, Tinder, and Grindr. Yes, before. And I remember the feeling of getting swiped right. Di ba alam nyo naman yon sa mga nagki-Tinder, Bumble dyan? Kapag swipe right ka rin ng swipe rightan mo. Sarap sa pakiramdam, di ba? Feeling natin, ang ganda-ganda natin. Feel natin, ang dami natin ng value. Haba ng hair, papakita nyo sa barkada nyo, sis, super like ako, ganyan. O kaya, tingnan nyo matches ko, ang dami kong match, o ang dami kong kausap, ganyan bagay. As in those numbers, we feel like it's such a huge deal for us that we completely rely on it to know who we are, to know our value, kung maganda ba talaga tayo, or pasado na ba talaga tayo sa mundong to. And when it went on and on and on and on and on, I just couldn't stop. Like, I constantly would swipe right. And yun lang po yung magiging laban ng oras ko. Kasi grabe, pag may nakausap ka, usually maririnig mo yung mga bagay na ang sasarap pakinggan. Parang, wow, you're so pretty. I couldn't tell. As I've discussed, those compliments aren't really compliments. So I felt like I was being complimented. So syempre, patol ng si girl. I just did it for the validation by talking to other people and getting words of praises from randos whom you will never get to meet ever in your life anyway. And to a point na parang nagkukulang na siya. And eventually, I decided to go with my first ever pabooks. And honestly, it was a daunting experience. Parang, I didn't know if I liked it. I didn't know if I enjoyed what I did. I had to do all sorts of crazy things just so I could look more feminine for that person. But one thing was for sure. It felt good for me because I felt like I was being validated by the fact that this person agreed to do this thing with me. Sad, but that was the reality for me. And I feel like maybe it's a reality for other people as well. And it never stopped after that. Dire-diretso yun. Ang dami. Oh my God, ang hinaawa ako, Ma'am G. The more they agree, the more they want me. Henceforth, I have more value. Pero what's dangerous about this kasi is, the more we yearn for the validation from other people, the more painful it becomes to get rejected. And when we get rejected, we beat ourselves up for it and we go back down from where we started and repeat the entire cycle all over again. It's a vicious cycle talaga. I remember I was at my peak before. It was in Japan and I felt like I was the prettiest. Kasi guys, sa mga nag-try na mag-swipe sa ibang bansa, sarap ng pakiramdam na nabavalidate tayo ng mga whom we think na attractive. And then, I tried to meet up with someone. And when I did, I remember the first thing that guy told me. I thought you looked more like a girl in your photos. I don't want to do this with you anymore. Just stay here, don't follow me. Sobrang na-reject po ko ng bonggang-bongga na I had to experience the walk of shame going back. Because I remember, matakas po ako noon. And it's an elaborate plan talaga of what I usually do. Wake up super early, leave, be back in an hour, go on to a regular day. Sobrang elaborate plan talaga. And sobrang stressful siya, TBH. But I had to do what I had to do just so I could feel validated. Right? It's depressing. And when I got rejected during that time, I beat up myself for it for almost months. I would constantly think of that very moment. Parang, akala ko ganda-ganda ko na kasi daming pumapayag sa akin. And bigla ka ba reject ng ganon? It's like you're suddenly reminded of all the imperfections that you think you had. Suddenly, from that moment, I realized na, oo nga pala, transgender ako. Never ako ma-experience ng normal na pag-ibig. Mahirap! Eventually, you're going to have to end up blaming yourself for it. And as someone like me, and I'm sure a lot of trans women can relate to this. Your initial response to why you're single is because you feel like transgender ka. Na parang, dahil trans ako, wala nang may gusto sa akin. And it feels like a death sentence for you na never ka na magkakajowa. Diba? I'm sure, huwag nyo na itago yan. As in, naranasan nyo na yung ganyang klaseng pasakit. And it's worse this time because it's amplified. And you know what's sad about it? After I got rejected, you know where I tried to find validation to feel good about myself again? Dating apps. I just went back to it. Ginawa ko na naman siya, even if there's a risk of getting rejected again. Because that's how desperate I was to get validated by other people. And there would be a lot of moments in my life before where I would beat myself up, hurt myself, all the ghosting, all the trauma, all the hurt. It would echo throughout all the years. And breaking free from it is so difficult. Especially if you've relied on it for so many years already. Breaking out from it would be such an obstacle. And that's why, looking back, this experience of mine is something that I truly did regret. Because past Gigi really had to go through so much just so they can see their own self-worth. Clearly, that shouldn't be the case, right? Self-worth must always come from within. Knowing your worth is the most important thing that you can do in your life. Because in knowing your worth, you therefore come to realize that you are valid as a human being, you're valid as a transgender, you're valid as a cisgender, you're valid as a heterosexual, homosexual, or whatever. You're valid, period. You have to always carry yourself every day. Because the only validation that you need doesn't come from other people. It comes from yourself. And if you choose not to see your own worth, that's the point where you're going to have to rely on others. And we are trying our best to avoid that right now. What we want to happen is to see ourselves, evaluate ourselves as perfect and decent human beings. And once we do that, the road to self-validation and knowing your own self-worth will follow. So guys, quick reminders lang so that you don't have to experience the thing that I had to experience. You have to realize that it's never ever gonna be your fault. The reason why I did what I had to do in hookup culture is because I felt like the only way for me to be validated as a trans woman is only through that. Because in real life, No one wants to be with a trans woman, right? Apparently. We feel like in this world of discrimination and hate, living out your life as a trans woman, very, very much difficult that we have to go to certain routes just so we can feel validated. Hindi mo kasalanan kung bakit ka ganyan. Ang may kasalanan kung bakit naramdaman mo yung ganyang klaseng hihinanakit is because of other people's hatred and close-mindedness and bigotry. Sila po yung may kasalanan kung bakit naging ganito yung mundo natin. Huwag mong sasaktan yung sarili mo kahit kailan. Because I believe that each and every human being have unique traits. And that because of our uniqueness, that just makes each and every one of us unique and incomparable to one another. You know where you have to rely on? Rely on yourself. And to do that, you must be able to love yourself even more. And eventually, it led me to a point where I've come to accept the fact that I will forever be a trans woman. And I should be happy with the fact that I am the way I am right now. Hugutin mo yung pagmahal mo lang sa sarili mo at ibigay mo rin sa sarili mo. Because we have to prioritize loving ourselves first. And the process of self-love is easy to preach, I admit. But it's very hard to practice. You have to realize that society is just really fucked up and nothing's wrong with you. Learn how to see your value. And I guess there are a lot of ways to do that. Maybe by treating yourself, surrounding yourself with lots of love, with people who also see your worth, genuinely, taking care of yourself, doing things that you actually love, and just basically living out your true selves and lives. And by doing all these things, you will come to realize na ang sarap pala mabuhay. Loving yourself is really the best thing you can do. Ika nga ni Maring RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else? Right? And if you want to hook up, go ahead. But make sure that it's not for the purpose of getting validation. Everybody say love, mama. Pack. So that is all. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you guys like this video, please do hit the like button and subscribe. And if you guys like more content such as this, comment them down below. Alright? So my name is Gigi Esguerra, ang takilang nagmamaganda. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!